What if a book could do more than just tell you a story? I mean, what if it could actually guide you on a personal journey toward your own dreams? Today, we're diving into Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist to figure out why this simple little fable has had such a huge impact on millions of readers. Just think about that for a second. A book that could literally act as a map to your dreams. Now, that's a pretty bold claim, I know, but The Alchemist doesn't just tell you a story. It kind of holds up a mirror to your own hopes and your own fears. And that's the big idea we're going to unpack today. The whole thing starts with a simple but really profound idea: listening to the call of your dreams. You know that inner voice? Sometimes it's just a whisper. Other times it's practically a roar that points you toward the life you feel like you're meant to live. Well, this book is basically a masterclass in learning how to hear it. So, what kind of book are we talking about here? It's what you'd call spiritual fiction, written by the world-famous author Paulo Coelho. And that genre is key because the story is really working on two levels at once. It's a grand adventure story for sure, but it's also a much deeper symbolic journey of the soul. So, who should read this? On one hand, it's for anyone who dreams, but it really, really hits home for those who feel that pull towards something more, but find themselves held back by fear or doubt or just the daily grind. It's for the dreamer who feels, a little stuck. Let's get into the story and see how this all builds. See, the book teaches its lessons not by, giving you a list of rules, but through the power of a great story. We follow a character on a quest, and through his experiences, we end up learning our own lessons. So let's meet our hero, Santiago. He's a young shepherd out in the fields of Andalusia. His life is predictable, it's comfortable, but he's got this quiet restlessness, that feeling that there's got to be something more to life than just his flock and the same old landscape. And this right here, this is the crucial moment where everything changes. Santiago has a dream that keeps coming back, an omen. Now, it's the kind of thing most of us would probably just dismiss as a silly fantasy. But Santiago, he makes a different choice. He chooses to believe it might actually mean something. He chooses to listen. His path kicks off with this dream of finding treasure by the pyramids, but it is anything but a straight line. He faces some devastating setbacks. I mean, he gets robbed of everything he has. And yet, he also meets these incredible mentors, like a wise king who introduces him to the idea of a personal legend, which is basically your life's true purpose. And this is where he learns the absolute core idea of the book. When you truly want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. So, this all leads us to the climax of the story and its most amazing revelation. After traveling across deserts and overcoming these huge challenges, Santiago finally reaches his destination. But the treasure he finds isn't what he expected at all. And this is where the core message just hits you. The entire journey, all the struggles, all the learning, that was the real treasure. The physical gold was just a trick to get him to start the quest. The true alchemy was his own transformation, turning his fear into courage and his doubt into wisdom. The treasure was the person he became along the way. Now, Santiago's journey is the heart of the book, but the story is really just a mirror for us. So the question becomes, how do we take this fable about a shepherd boy and apply its powerful lessons to our own modern lives? Looking at it fairly, the book's greatest strength is its ability to be that mirror. It makes you ask yourself, what's my personal legend? What signs have I been ignoring? It can truly introduce you to a part of yourself you may have forgotten. Now, on the other hand, for someone who's very pragmatic and logic-driven, all the talk about omens and spiritual destiny might feel a bit too dreamy or abstract. And that's a fair point. It really depends on what you're looking for in a book. And so, here we are, full circle, right back to that first question. After following Santiago's whole journey, the idea of finding the treasure of your dreams doesn't feel so much like a fantasy anymore, does it? It feels more like a genuine invitation. An invitation to look at your own life and the dreams you might have put on a shelf. So, if you're at a crossroads, or you're feeling a little lost, or maybe you just need a reminder of the power of your own dreams, you should really think about picking up The Alchemist. It's more than just a story. It's like having a conversation with yourself. And who knows? Maybe the answer you've been looking for is waiting for you right inside its pages.